This game showed exactly why I'm concerned with Caleb Williams. When you just watch, take the interception and the fumble out of your mind for a second and just watch the film between Caleb Williams and between Jaden Daniels. Two completely different quarterbacks in terms of mechanics, fundamentals, development. Jaden Daniels looks like he's played for 5+ years, while Caleb still looks like he's a rookie. Listen, we mentioned this before the season started when they got Ben Johnson. This is essentially Caleb Williams' rookie year because of what transpired the previous season with that coaching staff and how bad it was. But dog, it is night and day. Just when you look at Caleb Williams, I'm not a big fundamental type of guy in terms of understanding like the nuance of just like how you're supposed to
You're not
utilize
analyzing throw motions and all
your
that.
footwork and how you're throwing mechanics. I'm not knowledgeable about that. But even a casual can just spot, okay, this guy looks like a really good QB. And then this guy looks like he's still learning the game, how to be an effective QB, and just some of his footwork, how he plants his feet on some throws. And then I look at Jaden Daniels, it's smooth, it's calm, it's quick releases, it's accurate, it's on time, it's rhythm. It's like watching a really good dancer.
Mm.
And really good dancers, they just have a certain rhythm to them. Matter of fact, I'll give you a better example. It's like when you are going to a party and you're comparing somebody that never dances and you could tell because they have no rhythm versus somebody that has been to parties before, that has learned how to dance, that has a little dance to them, a little rhythm to them. You know what I mean? That's Jaden Daniels versus Caleb Williams. It's a guy that knows how to dance, that has rhythm, and then that's a guy that doesn't know how to dance, that has no rhythm. I'm looking at Caleb Williams, and not even just the footwork and the mechanics. His processing is slower. I don't get it. I don't understand.
You know what?
How is
I got a better analogy for you. Caleb Williams is the guy that can do a bunch of flips but can't dance to save his life. He can do a backflip, front flip. He can do all these we can do all these type of flips. Ask him to do a single pop lock, he gonna look crazy.
Do the Harlem Shake. He don't know how to do the Harlem Shake.
He don't know how to Dougie. He can't do none of that.
He can't do a
He can do that backflip though. He could backflip on March Madness. That's what he could do. But he can't do a Dougie. He can't do nothing.
Nope. While with Jaden Daniels, he's learned all that. He's learned all those fundamentals. He has the basics mastered. While with Caleb Williams, he has all the spectacular stuff, the oohs and ahs. It's like, okay, that's cool, but we got to win a football game. You're not gonna be able to do that.
That was one of the biggest things I had on him coming out of college, because those plays, while you do have opportunities to show that kind of or display that kind of ability, it's few and far in between, because these are professional athletes and grown men. They're not just going. It's not going to be a whole bunch of blown coverages and to where you could just get bailed out by 5-star, 4-star wide receivers and stuff like that. These is real. All of these dudes are professionals. Like the top dudes that you've seen in college, where do you think they went? Straight to the NFL. So you're playing against 4s and 5 stars equivalent everywhere, and they're big, just as big, fast. I'm telling you, it's like it's hard, man. You got to do the stuff, the structured things, the more controlled aspect of the position. You got to be able to do that at a high level, consistently. Like I was having like an inner monologue. I was thinking about, man, because I was thinking about Justin Fields, and I know Justin Fields, Caleb Williams was a big debate at one point amongst the Bears fan base, which whatever. But I'm like, Caleb has the ability. He just can't see it. Like he literally doesn't see it just yet. He's just a tad late on reads at times, and you can just tell that it's still not he's fully clicking for him just yet. But then I thought about other QBs like the Sam Darnolds, the Baker Mayfields, who had to go somewhere else and get learned and get shown how to play the position correctly in order to succeed. And I do believe Ben Johnson will get him there eventually. We're only 6 games into the regime at this point. So I do believe Ben Johnson, because what he's been able to do with Jared Goff, even though Jared Goff, he's never was a trash can, but his play definitely elevated once he got to Detroit, in my opinion. So I believe Ben Johnson will eventually get Caleb there. But as of right now, he's got to go through the ugly phase, essentially. Like, he ain't got the full locks yet. He ain't got the 2 strands. He still got the doo-doo locks on his head. So it's going to be a rough transition period. But I do believe he can get him there. It's just you have to keep challenging him to make these plays. And if he is as good as people say he is, he will eventually adjust.
How the hell do you teach somebody how to complete a pass accurately down the field when that's supposed to be routine? And how do you teach somebody how to process faster? I feel like that's just instinctive. You either got it or you
honestly
don't.
think it's I think it's just mentally.
What more mentally do you need?
From what I've been told by people who study, who watch Caleb grow up around the, in the DMV football scene, youth football scene, he pretty much had free reign to just do whatever up until college, even through college with Lincoln. Lincoln Riley wasn't really coaching him for real. He wasn't getting on. You ain't never seen Lincoln Riley get on Caleb Williams on the sideline saying, "You missed this," but you never saw that. So this is literally like probably the first real where he's had true structure within the offense, and it's taking longer for him to adjust.
But here's the thing. Like, I don't know. Maybe it was just my ignorance. 2 years ago, matter of fact, a year and a half ago, when I'm just hearing all this hype about Caleb Williams. Maybe it's just my ignorance. Maybe it's because I didn't know. I didn't necessarily know what I was watching in terms of identifying, all right, what do you want for a QB in college that can translate into the NFL? All I was hearing was, man, his arm talent. Oh my God, he's the best prospect since Andrew Luck and all this crazy stuff. And it's just, if I'm hearing that, and then we come into the league and it's still taking him a long time to finally click in his mind on processing stuff on time, being on rhythm, having that accuracy to complete balls downfield and even intermediate routes. It just blows my mind hearing all these analysts coming out of college with Caleb, and he was deemed this, I know we talked about this before, generational prospect, but he had all these glaring weaknesses that it just seems like people ignored. It just felt like people just thought, it's not a big concern. He'll figure it out.
If the people that get paid hundreds of thousands to millions of dollars suck at evaluating QBs, the general public gonna suck too.
I just think what I'm starting to do now is form my own opinion instead of just always leaning on other people. So that's why I'm trying to watch more college football, specifically for like the QBs that are coming out that potentially could be top 10 picks. So the Lenore Sellers, the guy I haven't been able to watch. I think it's Mendoza out of Indiana. I haven't had the opportunity to watch him yet, but I'm gonna watch him eventually, especially that game against Oregon. Or Dante Moore, like these guys that I've been hearing a lot of good things about, a lot of buzz about. It used to be Garrett Nussmeier. Now he's kind of out of the loop because of what's going on with LSU. Like, I'm trying to form my own opinion because a lot of these evaluators, it just seems like they tend to, I wouldn't say ignore, but not highlight more their flaws, and instead rave a lot more about, oh my God, did you see that amazing throw that they made? Did you see that amazing run I just think that we need to form our own opinions because a lot of times these NFL analysts, these draft analysts, they just don't tell the whole story. And then all of a sudden we see on ESPN Get Up or First Take, and we hear the word generational. And then all of these people that don't even watch college football or don't even watch the film take what other experts are saying, and then all of a sudden becomes this narrative about these players. I think from now on, we have to be careful and just form our own opinion because look what Caleb Williams is doing versus Jaden Daniels versus Drake May. Drake May went third
You can
overall.
throw
Jaden
Spencer
Daniels
Rattler in
went
there too.
Spencer Rattler. Oh yeah, Spencer Rattler as well. Spencer Rattler went, I think, in the fourth or fifth round or something like that. You have Drake May, who's been balling. We'll get to him in a second. We have Jaden Daniels, who rookie of the year led his team to the NFC Championship game last year. And in my opinion, I don't think there's much of a regression. I think that's just some fake like narrative or something that people are coming up with.
I wanted to do a quick little game. I'm gonna name some QBs from that draft class. Tell me if you would take Caleb over them the way he's playing this year. Like, look at the QB's performances and tell them if you would take Caleb over. Okay, Jaden Daniels,
Absolutely.
Drake May,
Absolutely.
Michael Penix,
Man, Michael Penix hasn't been great. He hasn't been. He's been
I
up
think
and
he's been
down.
better than
I think he's
Caleb.
been a little better. I think he's been a bit better.
Spencer Rattler,
He's playing for the Saints. But you know that offense, despite how bad it is, despite how bad that team is, he's been playing okay. So yeah, I give Spencer Rattler the edge right now. Yeah.
Bo Nix,
Yeah. Even though Bo Nix has been struggling this year, he still has won some games for his team. So I go Bo Nix.
JJ McCarthy.
Nah, I wouldn't go JJ McCarthy.
So it sounds like to me that Caleb currently is QB 5 in his class from his draft class, and he was taking number 1.
Yeah. Yep.
And if you know it's crazy, if you would have told people the most asinine thing about it last year, the whole QB who's going number 1 thing, if you even suggested that Caleb shouldn't go number 1, people would be flaming you.
Yeah.
Like, it's not even a discuss. Like, no, you gotta take Caleb. But like, now, if you say Caleb the best QB in the class, people will look at you like you crazy. You see what I'm saying? Like, this stuff is ridiculous. Just like they did the same thing with Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. I pitched the idea. I'm like, okay, what if Malik Neighbors and Marvin Harrison Jr. isn't that big of a gap? And they was trying to cook me. I'm like, all right, whatever, bro. You can't win with these folks. Once the consensus opinion is out there, anything that goes against that or even challenges that, people are going to just immediately go into defense mode. And this is why QB evaluations and the QB draft classes have gone the way they've gone. People immediately crowned Arch Manning over the offseason as like the next big guy. We haven't seen no work from that man. He had what, 3 games maybe?
Yeah. Yeah. Stupid. It's stupid. They had him projected to be the number 1 overall pick, and they had Cade Klubnik, I think, in the top 5, one of the top 5 picks. This is what I'm talking about. Like, everything is projection and going off of what somebody said instead of forming your own opinion. And that becomes dangerous because just like with Caleb Williams, he comes into the league and he doesn't immediately look like he belongs. Now everybody looks stupid. Now you're wondering, okay, what the hell went wrong? Why is he not playing up to the standards that was set upon him? It's because people aren't telling the whole truth. They're only telling part of the truth. And that's my problem with some of these evaluations, is that everybody has like a consensus, but nobody is doing the film studying that's requiring, and nobody knows what they're looking at.
Now on, we need to put film in a black silhouette so people cannot use name bias on who's good or not. All film needs to be black silhouettes. You scouting the player. We ain't scout. Forget the name. Forget the name recognition. We are just scouting the player. If you would have turned that, if you put a black silhouette over Caleb Williams highlights, you would be like, this brother is garbage.
But I don't want to be. I don't want to.
We're not garbage.
Nah, I wouldn't say he's
Yeah.
garbage, but he's not.
He got a way to go.
He got a way to go. I'm not going to be that type of person that is hypocritical because or be prisoner of the moment because I will say that I did think Caleb was a surefire pick that he's going to
I
be
did too.
successful.
But actually, did we really though? Because I remember vividly us talking about how much QB situations matter, and
That
if
is
you're
true.
this type of team, you should draft this player.
But see, this is part of my ignorance because I was looking at they got the wide receiver talent, Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, etc. And I was thinking, okay, he's set up for success. I was feeding into the narratives, I was feeding into what other people were saying, and I thought, okay, Caleb Williams, he should be good this year. I don't think he's going to be elite. I don't think he's going to be elite like Nick Wright was saying, but I thought that he was going to be pretty decent. He was going to be successful in his rookie season, and it turned out to not be that way. So I fell for the trap, just like a lot of people fell for the trap. But now I'm trying to be more careful in how I look at a lot of these QBs because there's no perfect prospect. We have to just dead that in the water. There's no generational talent. We need to dead that in the water. These are just QBs that were really good in college that are being evaluated for the talent. Some guys are ready to come into the league. Some guys need to sit a year or two. And depending on the coaching scheme, depending on the coaching staff, will determine their fate.